is Ashley Fissenden from Notjustboxing and Harlem Eubank. Harlem, talk us through the dress, bro.
Hey, we're doing the fit checker. We've got the Prada bomber, the Alex pants and the Lanvin shoes, you know. Just a little something. Just a casual one. We're just here for the boxing, man.
Oh, brilliant. How you been, bro?
Been good. Excited to go and see Junior do the business now. We're seeing a lot of shows and games in the build-up, and now it's time he gets the business.
Definitely, and it's been all the talking, and it's 2 years too late, really. But we're here now. 3 years, God, yeah,
a long time ago.
And in terms of, I know obviously you're going to be backing Chris all the way here, but in terms of the styles, do you think Conor has, like, on a neutral perspective, has got a chance of having some success against Chris? Do you think, because on paper, let's be serious, on paper Chris is levels above, but there's a stage now where as a fan you see a 35-year-old Chris Eubank and a young hungry Conor Benn. Do you think he does have a chance?
I don't believe so, and I'm just saying that based off, if you look at both of their recent form, you know, I can't see how you can go up to 160 and fight a world-class fighter and have a chance based off the last 3 performances of each fighter. That's my reasoning behind it.
Do you think he's going to be powerful at 160? He's obviously not had a knockout since he was at welterweight.
I think it's evident that narrative is dead in the water.
So do you think all the training camp, the pad work, it's smoke and mirrors?
It's just hype. When it comes to a fight, the fight is real. You know, we can only judge people on their fights. It's not about sparring, who you're sparring, what you're doing in sparring. You know, no one cares. What are you going to do on fight night?
The biggest question mark for people is, how is Chris going to make the weight and catch weight? Is it going to affect him? Do you think it is going to affect him?
I hope not, but you know, I don't like the fact that there's rehydration clauses in a fight. An IBF rehydration clause with no IBF title. It doesn't make sense. If you want to fight a guy at a heavier weight, go up there and say and do what you said you was going to do. You know, fight at any weight and challenge them. You know, don't introduce clauses and try and weaken a heavier fighter down to a different weight.
So I know there's a rematch clause involved and everything else, but there is also talk still about them trying to get Chris with Canelo. Would you love to see that fight happen at some point?
That's a real fight. That's a real fight, going up there and challenging the best in the world. That's really what I want to see Chris go and do. That's when he thrives against the best opposition out there. That's an exciting prospect.
And how do you see the fight going? What's your prediction?
With Canelo, it's a big challenge. But Chris is the type of guy that rises to the occasion, so you could never write him off in that.
Definitely, and he lives the life of a fighter. I think people see Chris and his lifestyle, obviously playing poker and all these things, they probably think he doesn't take things seriously, but he's so disciplined. He's in shape all year round.
That's it, people never see what's going on behind the scenes, do they? But you get the platform on fight night to go and show them and deliver a performance, and then they'll know that the hard work's been going on behind the scenes. So I'm excited to go and see him do that now.
What have you learned from Chris when you've been training with him? What sticks out? Maybe mental notes or
dedication. I came into the boxing gym seeing him, train at a fanatic pace. A relentless fighter, and he always took that into the ring with him. And he showed me that if you dedicate yourself relentlessly to the sport, it's going to pay off, and slowly but surely, that's the case.
So let's talk about you, and let's talk about the team as well. Obviously, I met you at GBM show briefly. Kieran Malloy, man, he's special. A
great fighter. He's partnered up with my coach Charlie Beat. So he's learning and developing all the time. So he's an exciting prospect. So look out for Kieran.
Have you shared the ring with him?
Definitely. He's helped me a lot, especially with the last Southpaw fight as well. And he's a great fighter. So watch out for him.
And what's next for you?
Big fights. We've got some big options on the table. So I'm excited to get one locked in now and zone in and fight at world level and challenge for a world title by the end of this year. That's the goal, that's the dream. That's what I've always said, and that's what I'm on a mission to complete now.
Is it going to be a case of you having to leave the UK to get these bigger fights?
I don't mind. I'll go anywhere in the world. I'll go into anyone's backyard to go and achieve my dreams in the sport. And we're ready to do that. We're ready to fire. I'm not saying this fight down the line, this fight down the line. I'm saying I want the best in the world now. And now, you know, my team are going to deliver that.
Who do you think that is right now? Who is the best? Who's the top couple of fighters right now in your weight division?
I think you know, America holds the keys. I think the top guys are over in the US. A lot of guys at 140 have just moved up to 147. A lot of the best in the world. So it's an exciting division to be a part of, and you know, I'm ready to go in and perform over in America, back here. You know, whoever, I want the best, and we're ready to make those fights next.
And obviously you've got next Friday Tio Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, all on this triple header. Do you think they all come through victorious? Because all their opponents, again, they're at the world level. They're all tough fights.
So now at that level, you've seen it many a times. You know, there can be little upsets if they take their eye off the ball. So you never know with them guys, but they're exciting fighters. So let's see. It's a great mix to be involved with now, and you know, I'm going to be a part of that soon.
Who's the best fighter on that card?
The best, I think the most proven is Teofimo. He's the most proven. You could say the best form currently, but all of them are 1 or 2 fights, you know, away. You know, they look good and then they don't look good. Maybe it's hard to stay focused for a long time where they're at. So, you know, if they take the eye off the ball, there's people around that are going to come and make them pay.
So you've obviously trained in America. You've been out there quite a bit. Have you seen any of these guys in the gyms? Have you seen anyone on your way, like your TOs?
I bumped into Haney when I was in Vegas. We tried to get some sparring with Teofimo earlier last year. Didn't happen, but you know, maybe it was meant to be the fights rather than sparring. So you know, I'm ready to go in there and challenge any of these guys.
And then obviously on the domestic scene, you're in it all the time. There's this chat in between Adam Azim and Dalton Smith. It's always between them two. They're not really mentioning you when it's back and forth with obviously Boxer and Matchroom. Who would you rather out of them two if you got the chance?
I don't mind. You know, I think that you know, we're looking at more proven fighters than that at the moment. You know, we're looking to fight at world level now. I'm not saying down the line I want this and that fight. I
would say Dalton Smith is knocking on the door at world level. But as a fan, I would say he is.
Well, I think he's in line for a title shot. So you know, I think
sad. Did you see the whole Puello situation?
I haven't read into it too much, but you know, they're both good fighters. I'm at 147, and you know, I'm ready to challenge the best in the world. So I'm just focused on, you know, the people right in front of me, and I'm ready to go in there and become world champion by the end of the year.
So now you're knocking on the door at this level as well. What changes have you made to be getting to that level? What has changed in camp, in the gym? I know obviously it takes time. You're always getting those 1%, but is it the mindset? Is it the better opposition in sparring? How have you been prepped to now take on this big challenge of a big year coming ahead?
Nothing's changed. The same dedication to the craft for over 10 years, day in, day out. That is the application, the dedication that I put into the sport, and now it's just time to go in there and reap the rewards of the work. And I've shown, you know, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to go and challenge at world level now, and I'm making it clear to my team that that's what I want next.
Well, I look forward to it, and mate, you've had a great career so far on the come up, and it's only just begun.
Thanks very much, man. That's it.
My man. Thank you.
Nice one, G.
Come on.